Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen, man, when you talk about something like the 60s Shelbys and all the cars that we missed that became future, they were future collectibles back then and now are priced in the stratosphere, we're talking about a car today potentially could be that exact thing. This is one of 94 built in this color combination, which makes it pretty rare. The likelihood of seeing yourself at a car show is pretty slim. They built almost 100,000 Camaros in 2012, and this is one of 94. And when you think about a low mileage car and a collectible car and a highly optioned car, it could be exactly this. So this car pushing about 600 horsepower from the factory. I'm getting all drooly just thinking about the power that this thing has. And inside, once you get in, if you've never been part of all this, they have done an incredible job. This also has magnetic ride, which a lot of people don't know about magnetic ride. Magnetic ride is this incredible fluid that hardens and softens very quickly for part of the suspension. Ferrari bought part of this package from Delphi, which GM owns, who invented this product. So there's a couple of manufacturers out there that are buying these suspension updates because they're instant and they're incredible to have. So I've told you all I seem to know about the car. It sounded like I knew what I was talking about, but unfortunately that was it. So that was my whole spiel. Anyway, let's talk about the car in itself. So this has the carbon package, has the bigger carbon package. So what you'll get is this incredibly beautiful insert right here, which I think makes up so much of the car. And it's really, I just like to show how shiny and glossy it is, right? The ZL1 callouts on the hood and the fit and finish on the car. We're talking about a factory race car. They had to build these cars, sell them to you, right? So they could race them. And right now, you potentially could end up with what we call a real factory race car. So come on up here and let's look at some of the big things we get. We get big Brembo brakes, right? Like for instance, like the Shelby GT500s. They didn't even have Brembos in the rear, they only had them in the front. It's kind of strange to me, but anyway, that was their call. Three-piece rotors, right? Big rims, huge tires, suspension, spoilers, things like that for you to take this car. Maybe you want to make it a track car. Maybe you want to use it once in a while. Maybe you want to drive it to work on a Friday, take it to a track on a Sunday, and that would be an incredible piece to add to your collection. All right, so let's take a peek under here where all the noise is made. So, like, when you talk about drivetrains, this is really one of the best drivetrains ever built. I'm talking about ever built. You say, well, Tone, that's a ridiculous claim. There's a lot of drivetrains out there that are special. You know what? You're absolutely right. But in this case here, you're talking about an all aluminum block and heads, factory supercharged, right? With this cold air intake and this upgraded exhaust on this car, we're talking about probably 600 plus horsepower, right? From the factory with a heavy duty 6-speed, independent rear suspension. We talk about the old school muscle cars. Well, my 396 Camaro was faster. Well, it may have felt faster and sounded faster, but it's definitely not faster than these cars here. These cars are wicked fast. I mean, when you're talking about cars that spin tires at 60 or 70 on the highway, that, my friends, is serious business. I wouldn't know that personally, just something that I read. But I will tell you this. This little tag right here tells you that you're getting a very different car. This is not a car of just badges. You know, back in the day, and you know I love old school muscle cars, but back in the day you could slap an RS badge on a car and that gave you really some accessories on the outside. Just some styling treatments, right? The SS gave you some upgraded things like disc brakes and what have you, but when you talk about it in the ZL1, we're talking about a full suspension. We're talking about a very different drivetrain than any other Camaro that you could get. We're talking about heavy duty parts all the way through, and crazy, it came with a warranty. So this is a race car with a warranty and air conditioning, power windows, suede covered steering wheel. Once we get inside, you're gonna see the interior of the car. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was how ridiculously clean everything was here. Fresh air intake, nice and cold down over here, getting that routed out, all right? And just an easy to work on engine compartment as well if you wanted to. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. It's designed for the long haul and should be a great car, especially a low mileage one like this. So on this car here, this has the large carbons package. So we have the carbon insert here for the hood, which looks really nice. This I love, which is a great piece. This here in carbon as well, all right? And as you walk around this car, sill plates there, but this right here is a great piece. And this is all factory stuff, man. Look at this. Look at the tail lights. All in there as well. This has a little carbon in it. Nice. And they still left it like a modern car that you could use. It has backup sensors in it. And, you know, it's like a real world car, a modern car wrapped up in, well, the other way around. It's a race car wrapped up in a modern car and something you could probably drive to work every day if you wanted to. right, so this car has exhaust cutouts. We install those on a lot of cars here. They're pretty cool in the sense that you have a regular sounding exhaust, and then with the push of a remote like this, it opens up the valves and actually free flows the exhaust to a place where it sounds ridiculously good. And when we get outside, we'll get to hear that, but inside here. But anyway, so I want to let you know that you do get the original exhaust as well. All right, that's all right here, the original manifolds. Okay, the original mats are still in the car. So when you have a low mileage collectible car, original, I believe those would be the original mats, and you got the original manifolds, just all the original pieces still in the car, unmodified car. And the reason why that's important is, as a car becomes collectible, as I envision this car to be, you want to have kind of the originality, and that's kind of cool to say that I have original floor mats with the car. All right, so come on into my high performance cabin. Oh man, this car is comfortable. All right, so I was looking up the window price of this car. It's right around $60,000, in between $55,000 and $60,000, depending on options and things like that. And here's what you're getting. You're getting a race car, but you're also getting a car inside that's easy to live with. Suede inserts. And why are there suede inserts in the car? Is that for styling? No, not really. You know what that's for? To keep you from moving around if you decided to take this car to the track. Embroidered in the headrest, the ZL1 callouts here and here. Then you get a special suede dash here, and see the red stitching? Matches all of this throughout here. This is a suede covered steering wheel, man. It's really nice. It keeps your hands really dry if you wear gloves at the track. And it's really was designed as a track car. Don't know if this car has ever been to the track. It doesn't appear to be. It appears to be a low mileage, somebody's garage queen, and it was well taken care of because it doesn't seem worn at all. But great features like, 200 mile an hour speedometer, 7,000 RPM Tach, Boston acoustic sound system. This has the optional heads-up display as well, which projects onto the windshield, tachometer, speedometer, gauges, whatever. It has a couple different pages you can choose from. This insert here with the ZL1 callouts. It's just a very special car, and that's why we list that number, in this combination of 94 units as a really low production car, and it really is that, and that's what makes it so cool. All right, so we close up this video, and I'm thinking to myself, how do I help you get this into your garage? Well, I can do that for you, but the first thing you're going to need to do is call us or email us. You need to find out the info on this car before it's gone, because it's a low mileage car, very low production, loaded with options from the carbon package and the heads-up display and the interior and the Boston acoustics and all that good stuff. It's got the upgraded exhaust on it. The cold air intake's already done for you. It is a wonderful driving car, You need to find some cool way to get this great car. Well, not a cool way, but just a way. I'll help you get the cool car into your place. Call me, we'll get it all done. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it. Anyway, the sound of this car is absolutely half of the reason why you buy it.
I think he broke my camera.